Tucked in the heart of the Mediterranean lies an island, where ancient temples meet sun-drenched coastlines and where every narrow alley tells a story. Welcome to Malta, a country that may be small in size but enormous in beauty, history, and character. Whether you're a history buff, a sun seeker, or a curious traveler, Malta offers an unforgettable experience. And today we're taking you on a journey to the top 5 must-see spots that you simply can't miss. So grab your sunglasses, open your sense of adventure, and let's discover why Malta is one of Europe's best-kept secrets. 1. Mdina, the Silent City. Our journey begins in Mdina, Malta's former capital and one of the most atmospheric places on the island. Often called the Silent City, Mdina is perched on a hill, surrounded by honey-colored stone walls, with views that stretch all the way to the sea. But inside the walls, silence reigns. No cars, no noise. Just quiet footsteps echoing through narrow medieval streets. As you wander, you'll discover grand Baroque palaces with wrought iron balconies, quiet courtyards hiding ancient fountains, and cathedrals that seem to glow in the golden light. At night, gas lamps flicker to life, and Mdina feels like you've stepped into another century untouched, mysterious, and magical. This isn't just a must-see, it's a must-feel. 2. The Blue Grotto, a natural wonder of light and water. We head to the southern coast to witness a spectacle of nature and color, the Blue Grotto. This series of sea caves, carved by wind and waves over millennia, offers one of Malta's most breathtaking sights. Hop into a small boat at sunrise and glide into the caves. The moment the sunlight hits the water, something magical happens. The limestone walls glow, the sea turns electric blue, and the reflection of the light dances beneath your boat like liquid sapphire. It's not just beautiful, it's surreal. The Blue Grotto is one of those places that leaves you speechless and makes you realize just how alive nature can feel. 3. Valletta, Europe's most underrated capital. No visit to Malta is complete without stepping into its stunning capital city, Valletta. Built by the Knights of St. John in the 16th century, Valletta is a UNESCO World Heritage site packed into just 1 square kilometer, but every single corner feels like a movie set. You'll walk down narrow sunlit streets lined with ornate balconies in every shade of green, grand stone facades weathered by centuries of salt air, and cafes tucked into arches where time slows down. Visit the St. John's Co-Cathedral, a church that looks plain on the outside, but step inside and you're surrounded by marble, gold, and one of Caravaggio's most powerful paintings. Then wander to the Upper Baracca Gardens, where cannons once defended the island and now overlook the grand harbor in all its glory. Valletta is where Malta's soul lives in every stone, every alley, and every sunrise over the sea. 4. Gozo, the island that time forgot. Just a short ferry ride from the main island lies Gozo, Malta's quieter, greener sister. And stepping onto Gozo feels like stepping into a more peaceful version of Malta, where life moves slower and tradition still breathes in the breeze. Explore the Citadel in Victoria, an ancient hilltop fortress with 360-degree views of the countryside and the sea. Swim in the crystal-clear waters of Ramla Bay, famous for its unusual red sand. Visit the Ggantija Temples, older than the pyramids of Egypt, and feel the mystery of human history in your bones. Gozo isn't about sightseeing. It's about experiencing a side of Malta that's untouched by time and richer for it. 5. Marsaxlokk, where color and culture collide. Our stop takes us to the vibrant fishing village of Marsaxlokk, a place bursting with life, color, and local flavor. Here, traditional Luzu boats, painted in brilliant reds, blues, and yellows, bob in the harbor, each with the iconic eye of Osiris on the prow to ward off evil. Every Sunday, the village comes alive with the famous fish market, where locals haggle for the catch of the day, and food stalls fill the air with the smell of fried calamari, fresh bread, and spicy olives. But even on quiet days, Marsaxlokk enchants. It's a place to sip coffee by the water, watch the sun play on the waves, and feel connected to something old, real, and utterly Maltese. So, whether it's the silent walls of Mdina, the glowing water of the Blue Grotto, the elegance of Valletta, the raw beauty of Gozo, or the color of Marsaxlokk, Malta offers not just places to visit, but stories to step into. It's where history whispers through every alley, where the sea sings against ancient stone, where travelers leave, not just with photos, but with something deeper. Malta isn't about seeing more. It's about feeling more. 6. Three cities, the soul of Malta's maritime past. Across the Grand Harbor from Valletta lie the three cities, Vittoriosa, Birgu, Sanglea, Isla, and Cospicua, Bormla. These fortified towns predate Valletta and were the strongholds of the Knights of St. John. Today they feel like a time capsule of Malta's maritime history. Stroll through quiet alleyways where laundry flutters from ancient stone balconies. Harbors filled with traditional boats and luxury yachts. Fortress walls that once held off the Ottomans in the Great Siege of 1565. If Valletta is the elegant face of Malta, the three cities are its beating heart. Stop at a waterside cafe, chat with locals, and listen to stories that no guidebook can offer. 7. Dingley Cliffs, where land meets sky. For pure natural drama, head west to the Dingley Cliffs, Malta's highest point. Here, sheer limestone walls drop straight into the sea, and the views stretch endlessly over the blue Mediterranean horizon. Come at sunset and watch the sky burst into flames above the crashing waves. It's a moment of quiet power and a reminder of Malta's wild side. There are no crowds here, no shops, no noise. Just wind, sea, and space to breathe. 8. St. Peter's Pool, the island's best-kept swimming spot. Just outside Marsaxlokk, you'll find St. Peter's Pool, a natural rock formation carved by the sea into a perfect turquoise swimming hole. With flat rocks for sunbathing and crystal-clear waters for snorkeling, it's a local favorite and far less touristy than Malta's big beaches. Take a picnic, wear reef-safe sunscreen, and leap into the cool blue from the smooth limestone edge. It's a natural playground, and on a hot day, it's paradise. 9. Maltese cuisine, a flavorful fusion. Food in Malta is more than nourishment, it's a cultural legacy. The island's history has created a rich tapestry of flavors, from the Arabic influence in stuffed pastries and spice blends, to the Sicilian-style pastas and seafood, to British comfort food like roast dinners and puddings. Must-try dishes include pastizzi flaky pastries stuffed with ricotta or mushy peas, fennec traditional rabbit stew, slow-cooked with wine and garlic, Hobbs Bizite fresh Maltese bread dipped in olive oil, tomatoes, and tuna. And of course, Kinney Malta's beloved bittersweet soda. To eat in Malta is to taste its history, and trust us, you'll want seconds. 10. Local festivals, Malta in celebration. Throughout the year, Malta explodes with local festivals, or festas, each one celebrating a town's patron saint with fireworks, processions, and joy that fills the air. Even in small villages, the energy is electric. Streets are draped in banners, brass bands play into the night, and the smell of grilled meat and sweet pastries lingers on the breeze. If you're lucky enough to visit during a festa, join in. It's Malta at its most authentic, passionate, and alive. You'll feel like you're not just visiting, but belonging. 11. Pro tips for a smooth trip. To make the most of your Maltese adventure, here are a few travel tips. Visit in spring or autumn for mild weather, blooming landscapes, and fewer crowds. Use the ferry system to hop between islands, especially Gozo and Camino. Stay in traditional guest houses or boutique hotels in local neighborhoods. Pack water shoes. Many beaches are rocky or uneven. Learn a few Maltese phrases, even a simple grazie, thank you, goes a long way. Malta rewards those who wander slowly. So resist the urge to rush. Let it unfold. Malta may not be the biggest country you'll visit, but it's one of the richest in history, in culture, in beauty, and in soul. From Baroque cathedrals and prehistoric temples to secret swimming coves and candlelit alleys. It's not just about ticking off landmarks, it's about being changed quietly, unexpectedly, deeply. Because Malta is more than a destination. It's a story waiting to be lived. So now you've seen the must-see spots and the hidden ones. You've tasted the flavors, walked the cliffs, danced in the festas. What's left? Only this to go. To step off the plane, feel the warm air, and start your own journey through one of the world's most timeless islands. Malta is calling. Will you answer?